Let's be real, we all have a past. And for a lot of us, there are parts of it we wish we could just, erase. Mistakes that still make us cringe a little bit. Today, we're not going to try and make excuses for them. Instead, we're going to figure out how to actually forgive ourselves so we can finally move on. You know that feeling, right? It's late at night, everything's quiet, and that's when your brain decides, hey, let's replay that one moment, that one decision you wish you could take back. Maybe a conversation that went sidewise, or an opportunity you let slip by. It's this feeling that can just hang around, kind of casting a shadow over everything. And turns out there's a name for that heavy, nagging feeling. We call it emotional baggage. And it's so much more than just a bad memory. It's a real burden that we carry with us. And a lot of the time, we don't even realize just how much it's slowing us down. So if we're going to figure out how to let go of this weight, we first have to get a really clear picture of what it's actually doing to us. Okay, let's be super clear about what emotional baggage really is. It's the unresolved guilt and regret from stuff we've done. And that word unresolved, that's everything. Because it hasn't been dealt with, it doesn't just stay in the past where it belongs. Nope. It actively bleeds into our present, messing with our decisions, our relationships, and just our general happiness right now. And that's exactly how this guilt poisons the future. It's not just about feeling bad about something that happened. It actually makes us afraid to take new chances. We start to second-guess ourselves all the time. We get so wrapped up in not repeating past mistakes that we end up kind of paralyzed, unable to move forward at all. And this leads us to a really crucial and super common misunderstanding. A lot of us think that by constantly punishing ourselves for a past mistake, we're being accountable. But there is a world of difference between taking real responsibility and just straight-up self-sabotage. And when you look at them side by side, the difference is, well, it's night and day. True accountability is always looking forward. It asks, okay, what did I learn from that and how can I be better because of it? It's all about growth. But self-sabotage, it's completely stuck in the past. It's just punishment for the sake of punishment. One leads to healing and moving on, and the other, well, it just keeps you trapped in the exact same loop of regret. So if beating ourselves up over and over again just keeps us stuck, then what does true accountability actually look like? Well, the answer, and I know this might sound a little weird at first, is forgiveness. Let's just let that sink in for a second. You cannot move forward while dragging the cost of past mistakes behind you. That cost he's talking about, that's the emotional baggage. The dragging, that's the self-sabotage. You literally can't build a better future if all of your energy is being spent hauling the weight of your past. Now, this is maybe the most important mindset shift we can possibly make. Self-forgiveness is not about saying, oh, what I did was totally okay. It's the exact opposite. It's the ultimate act of taking responsibility. It's you saying, I am accountable for what I do from this moment on, and I refuse to let my past control my future. It's a choice to build something better. And when we finally get our heads around this idea that forgiveness is responsibility, that's when we can really start to move forward. Not as some perfect person who never messes up, but as a wiser person who is no longer defined by their mistakes. So let's just quickly recap the big ideas here. First, remember that constantly beating yourself up isn't noble. It just keeps you stuck. Second, real accountability isn't about looking backward at what you did wrong. It's about looking forward to what you can do right. And finally, self-forgiveness isn't a weakness. It is the single most powerful tool you have to finally break free from the past. And so I'll leave you with this thought. Forgiveness isn't about forgetting what happened. It's about choosing to no longer let it be the anchor that holds you in place. So the real question for you is, what weight are you finally ready to set down? What are you ready to leave behind?